today we're gonna do 7 red flags that you're gonna notice in friendships when you level up. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I know I have been gone for I think a year, and I feel a little bit like I have kind of betrayed you guys or like abandoned you guys, and I'm sorry. Life just got out of control. Not out of control, it got out of control in a good way. A lot of upgrades, a lot of level ups have happened. Amazing things in my life have happened. My career has blossomed. I think because of my career and also my business, I have not been able to make as much videos as I used to do. I used to have a lot of time in my hands, and now I don't as much, but this year I have definitely learned how to manage my time. So I hope that I'm able to make more content for you guys. When I was not on YouTube, I really felt like there was something missing. I always felt like unfulfilled. And whenever I post content is when I feel like, okay, I am doing what I'm supposed to do, if that makes sense. Like I feel like there was something missing in my life. And I know I need to be on YouTube. I have so many things to say. Me and my sister will be on the phone talking for like 5 hours, and she's like, you need to make more videos on YouTube. Like people need to hear these things. So I think my purpose in life is kind of making videos. I know I have so many things going on, and with tech, if you're in tech, comment down below, hashtag women in tech. Some of you guys actually follow me on LinkedIn because my YouTube name is actually my name on all my social media networks. I also have a new Instagram, so follow me on Instagram too. I'm gonna link that down below, and I am gonna be posting on TikTok as well, like shorts of these videos, so more people can see my content. So yeah, speaking of a lot that has happened in my life, a lot of changes. I've also lost a lot of friendships throughout this year that I saw God really manifested and elevated my life. I saw a lot of changes, and a lot of people just started acting funny. I think based on what I went through last year and also this year, I feel like I have learned so many things that I need to share with you guys, what I've been going through and the tips I've learned ever since my life elevated and things have just leveled up for me. Like a lot of things people have been acting funny. So today we're gonna do 7 red flags that you're gonna notice in friendships when you level up. And it's 7 because I was born on the 7th, and 7 is my favorite number. So probably wondering why 7, but yeah, that's why I like 7. Every time people do like top 10s and top 5s, I'm like, why not 7? I mean, the number means completion, right? So it should be 7. Weird. And of course, I wrote something down because we're always prepared. I used to be a ride or die, and I'm still kind of a ride or die now, unless if there is anything in the ride or die situation that would prevent me, my freedom, my morals, or it would compromise anything that I truly believe in, then I'm not going to be the ride or die friend with you. Like people will be like, oh, if anything that's going to harm anyone, weapons or anything like that is involved, I'm not that type of friend. Okay, go find someone else that would do that. I'm not interested. I also was the type of friend that felt like everyone wished me well. Everyone was so like sweet to me. Everyone like wanted something. Everyone wanted the best of me. But after a few friendship breakups and really close friends, after the breakup, I'm like, yeah, that has actually changed a lot about me. Most of my friends know me as a plug friend. If you need a job, you need your resume fixed, you want to know where you can get discounts for stuff, I am the friend you call. Okay, I know someone, I will always find the person to give you that discount. So people have definitely taken advantage of that. And I've realized that when the energy is not reciprocated, then I gotta back up and literally look at you and treat you the way you treat me. I'm the type of person, when we fall out, I would never say anything about you. I feel like losing me as a friend is already a punishment. Like I don't want to add more fire to the situation. So I usually just leave you alone and like, yeah, treat you accordingly. I don't usually go around spreading rumors about you or telling people about your secrets. I don't say anything about you. Most people that I've only fallen out with about, I would say 3 friends, not a lot, but, and they were really close people I used to talk to every day, share a lot of secrets with. They also shared personal things with me as well. I'm the type of friend, when we're done, you're not going to hear anything about you outside because I feel like you already lost me. So stay in your misery. Number 1 red flag, your light irritates them. I realized when things got better on in my life, when I stopped calling a friend to ask, hey, borrow me $100, or hey, I don't have money this weekend to go out, or hey, I'm so depressed, I'm going through a breakup, my boyfriend just cheated on me. No, ex-boyfriend, because we don't do that around here, okay? No. But When things are going bad in my life, I realized those were the friends that usually were really close to me. Like, they were feeding off my misery. They enjoyed being around me. They enjoyed talking and gossiping about other people. They enjoyed showing off and basically making me feel bad about my life. Whole time their life is more miserable than mine. So if you ever realize you have a really close friend or a really long-time friend, or you guys have been friends for so long and you just never get invited to those trips. You see them go out with other friends, you see them go out with other people, you see them in Mexico, you see them in Jamaica, you see them in Dubai with their other friends, and you're never invited, but y'all talk all the time. You guys are always on the phone, they're feeding off your emotional therapy session, but you just never get invited to those trips. And I'm not saying because you can't afford it, that's a different thing. If you can't afford it, cool, I've been there before. But I'm saying you could afford it. And of course, if they tell you on time, you probably could save up for it. But they just choose to not invite you. It's because they don't want your light to overshine their own. Some of you might be going through a lot. You might be a bum right now. I was a bum too before, okay, broke and didn't have anything, but you could be a bum right now, but you might be really, really popping. I'm talking about physically. When I was over 240 pounds and broke and living in my mama's basement, guess what? I was still that big, okay? I was still that girl. So even though you might not be going through, or you might not be at your best stage right now, you still look good. You still look great. You can still afford little things here and there. So if they're not inviting you to things, they're always going out to brunch and you're not invited, but when they come home, they venting to you how their friends did this, but you're not invited, girl. That is a red flag. Your aura just pisses them off. Like, whenever you're around them, they just get so upset because your light is literally shining so much and everyone in the room notices you. That is a red flag. Your friends should appreciate the fact that every time you walk in the room, people are looking at you. They should be your number one supporters. If you have a friend and every time you walk in the room and they're intimidated, that is a red flag. Something is not right. They're insecure and you need to kind of look at that. And sometimes what I realize is that people don't want anyone else to shine. They are used to them having the glory, or them having the props, or them having the congratulations, the thank yous, and the compliments. And they're not used to sharing that spotlight with anybody else. So when you come into the picture, you're going to have a problem with them. Number 2 red flag. It's a transactional relationship. They only call you when they need something. I'm the plug friend. So guess what? I have had this experience happen to me so many times. I can't even count, okay? They never call you or check up on you or ask you how you doing. When you post or announce on LinkedIn or on your social media that you got a new job or you got a new house or you got a new car, they never call you to congratulate you. They never say thank you for anything. They only call you when they need you. If you're the plug friend, you need to watch out for this. I've also noticed that these transactional friendships are usually people that you meet on social media. You know, the type of friendship that it grows from, like, you guys sending each other funny things on Instagram friendship, Instagram bestie stuff. And you meet on social media, they see your life, they see that you're going on these trips, they see that you and your man are happy, they see that you have a good job, and all of a sudden they start commenting under your pictures, they start liking things, and then they will DM you and say, hey girl, you live in my city, we should hang out. You should watch out for that. Most times people are trying to use you, okay? And a lot of people like us, like that have kind of our shit together, we tend to get a lot of that, okay? A lot of people on social media, they're looking and they see like this girl, she got her things together. You know, she's okay. Like, she's somebody that matches with my vibe, you know? So let me try to be friends with her. And you over there being so naive and so nice, and you always welcoming, you putting smiley faces, you see faces in the DMs, being all nice. You need to watch out for that, because most times they're looking for people that they can suck dry. I call this type of friendships the fast food friendship. You get it fast and you lose it fast. You don't have time to build. You haven't gone through a lot of things together. You guys are kind of like, oh yeah, I like her, she's pretty, but there's no really significant, or I would say foundation of the friendship. It's mostly because you look good or they look good, and you all of a sudden allowing them to come to your house, allowing them on your trips, and you go to Miami and then you end up falling out because you never established an actual foundation, or you don't have a solid foundation for your friendship. You guys have not gone through enough stuff for you to even be on a plane with. I really always laugh when people say, oh, we went to Miami and then our friendship ended. No, most times 9 out of 10 is because you get into the friendship really fast food culture, okay? And you literally run out of the relationship because there's no foundation to actually depend on. Like my friends that I've been friends with for over 10 years, people that I grew up with, say people I've met in daycare, that they have known me my whole life. Even if I go to Miami and then they don't have money, embarrass me, we're still gonna be friends because I know them. I know who they are and I know their actual morals and their actual values and I actually know who they really are. I think when friendship end really fast, you go to Miami and then you come back and you guys are not friends no more, most likely is because there's no foundation already established in the friendship. You don't really know this person or know this person enough to kind of figure out why they would act like that. I would say I've been blessed a little bit to have like a few friends where I could say, no matter what they do, I know a few friends that I could literally vouch for. And I would say no matter what they do, I could literally be like, okay, that's who they are. That's their personality. Okay, maybe this happened. I could make excuses for those type of friends because I know who they are and I know how far we have come. I'm not saying don't call bullshit when you see bullshit or accept anything your friend lay out on the table. However, there's some friends that you really know who they are, the core of them, you know who they are. So when they do things to you that hurt, because friends do hurt you, you will know where it's coming from and you know that they don't really mean it like that, if that makes sense. Number 3, red flag. They isolate you from other people. You start talking to them more. You start hanging out with them more. You start going out with them. People only see you guys. You forget about your childhood friends. You forget about your friends you had in college. You forget about people that have actually been there for you, actually help you pay your rent, being there for you. You forget the friends that go to your mom's birthday, okay? Those type of friends that will leave their house to go to your mom's birthday. Whenever your family have a gathering, they will literally come and see you or like help you out. I'm not talking about the friends that just come and just have fun, or you forget the friends that are actually there for you. You know, the friends that when, say, your sister or your cousin or your mom is having a birthday or something, they come before the program starts, help you set up, and then they stay after the program to help you clean up. There's different levels of friendships, and I think people don't really understand these type of friendships, and people don't really value these type of friends. Friends that you call and just say, oh, I want to do my birthday in like Europe this year. Let's go. And they're willing to go online and buy a ticket and actually go for your birthday. And the trip doesn't actually stay just on the messages. People don't value those friendships. I realize that people just value friendships that say we'll go out to the club and we just have fun and we just pop bottles and get drunk together and go home. Those are the friendships that people take so seriously. And I always wonder, why is that? The isolation friend, as I would like to call it, they like to just hold you by themselves. Okay, they're insecure about your other friends. They always have something negative to say about friends you've been friends with for over 10 years, 5 years, people that have held you down and always been there for you. They always have something bad to say about them. You need to watch out for that. People that always just want to keep you to themselves, most likely is abusive and it's a narcissistic behavior. Like they just want you by themselves so they can manipulate you. They don't want anyone else to see how they're treating you because they're going to call it out. If you find yourself always hanging out with just one person, something is not right, especially if you had friends prior to that relationship. If that's your only friend and you don't have any other friends, okay, normal, right? Normal. I know people in my life that only have one friend and they're okay with that. They don't need multiple friends. Cool. But I'm saying if you had a group of friends or more than 3 or 4 friends or different sets of friends, and you've realized that in the past 6 months, you're only talking to 1 or 2 people. You're only hanging out with 1 or 2 people. And your other friends never really did anything to you, but you just been literally stuck in this one friendship circle or one friendship, you need to watch out. Something is not something. Okay, you need to check that out. That's a red flag. Usually people like that, when they're ready to burn you, you are not going to have your other friends there to actually support you and be there for you. Because one thing about friendship is I'm not waiting for you to come back. Like when you don't talk to me for a long time, and especially if I'm checking up on you and asking you, hey, how are you? I'm not waiting for you to come back. I'm going to move on. I'm going to make other friends. Things are going to happen in my life that I'm really not going to update you on. I'm not really going to care to actually tell you because you're not really in my life. So watch out for that. If somebody's only talking to you or you're only talking to that person, watch out. And if you have a friend and they don't have other friends, that's also a red flag. Or someone else that they could talk to apart from you, that is a red flag. You need to try to figure out, in this world, all these amount of people around. Is it only me that you could actually confide in and talk to? Like, you don't have a sister or brother or cousin or something, or family or aunt or uncle that you could actually confide in and tell your secrets? Why are you only telling me? That's something you need to check out. And they always try to manipulate you by making you feel like they have told you all their secrets. You also in return start to tell them your secret as well. You start to tell them personal things that you've done. If you're cheating on your boyfriend, you start to tell them. You start to tell them things like, oh, my mom is unsure if my baby sister is really my dad's. Like, you start to tell them things that when you stop talking, you're like, wait, did I just say that? This is a family secret. I should not say that. You know, stuff like that. So when you start to do that, and when you start to like overshare and overextend yourself because you feel like they're also doing that as well, one thing you need to know is 9 out of 10 times, people are lying about their lives. What I realized is I used to have friends, and maybe I still do have friends, that would tell me A and their life is actually Z. Like, they would tell me, oh yeah, don't take that. If I tell them, oh yeah, I deal with this guy and this guy did this to me, da-da-da-da. Oh yeah, girl, why would you take that? You have so much patience. Why would you deal with that? And when you find out that, wow, they actually take more shit than you. The things that you take is actually normal. And the things that they take is actually delusional. So when you are trying to overshare, or you have this new friend and you feel like, oh, this is my bestie, this is my this, da, 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 just know whatever you don't want the world to know, talk to Jesus about it and keep it moving. Number 4, the aesthetic friendship. Or is it aesthetic? I think it's aesthetic. But I'm African, so I'm allowed to call words the way I like to call them, okay? I have an excuse because I have an African accent. But the aesthetic friendship, these are usually friends that you look good with them when you guys are out. Say you go into the club and maybe a new artist is in town and they need like the baddest girls in the city. They usually call you and be like, girl, come on, let's go to the club. You look good, you fit the vibe, you fit the way they want their friends to fit. You look good, you have your hair done, your nails are always done, you're the it girl. That friendship is a road to danger. Okay? Most times you're really an extension of them. Something I really realized through those friendships, you're never really a part of their lives. You're just an extension of them. You just look good with them. You don't know much about what's going on in their lives. You don't know if they're in an abusive relationship, a toxic one. You don't really know much about those type of friends. And that's okay. It's also okay to have those type of friends as well. However, friends like that, when the light shines more on you while they're playing this role of being your friend, they have an issue with it. You go out and you're sitting on the table, you mind your business on your phone, probably talking to your man, and one of the guys probably that you like and one of the guys that they like come up to you and say, hey, I would like to get your number. They're going to get pissed off. And then guess what? Jealousy starts. Jealousy starts. And you just there minding your business and looking pretty. And somebody's already pissed off and mad at you because another guy said hi to you. Yeah, corny. These are also the type of friends, you go on trips, y'all go out, go to brunch and do all that stuff. You post a picture, right? You take a picture and you post it. They never like it. And y'all were on the same trip. Y'all weren't. And it's funny and it's like weird because y'all were on the same trip. Y'all were sitting on the same table. Y'all were actually doing the same thing. But when you post, for them to actually give you a compliment and for them to actually appreciate you, they don't do that. But when y'all out, they like making videos and stuff. Like, yeah, this is my friend. Like, they always on their phone and try to record the moment with you because they fans. They like what it looks like to be around you. They also want people to know that you guys are cool. They want people to know. They want Instagram to know that, yeah, that's my friend. Like, I know her. But you can never talk to them about anything. You can never really talk to them about you and your man fighting. You can never really talk to them about anything. They're just there to look good and they bring you along to look good. That's a red flag. Number 5. I have experienced this so much ever since my life elevated. You would not even count. Okay? You would not count because it's been a lot. They are never happy for you. Like, things happen in your life. You have gotten a better job. You moved out of your mama's basement. You are flourishing in your relationships. You are happy. Like, everything is just going well in your life and they're never happy for you. And the thing that really irks me is when other people try to celebrate you or give you compliment, they're silent. They don't chime in the conversation and be like, yeah, I'm really proud of my friend. I'm really happy that she's really doing this. They stay silent. They sit in the corner and roll their eyes and they're like, ugh, here we go again. I've been hearing about this a whole year. Oh my God, like, can we move on now? Those are the type of friendships that is actually crazy and so risky. I mean, all these red flags are risky, but those friendships are crazier because people that have demonic jealousy, and jealousy comes from the pit of hell. Even God rebukes it in the Bible. Jealousy comes from the pit of hell. If they can do that and just like ignore or like never celebrate you and never appreciate you that you're doing well or never congratulate you, those are the type of people I'm even scared to go out with to like eat, or like I'm even scared to go out to dinner with them, because I'm scared like maybe if I just move my head to the other side, you might put something in my drink or put something in my food. Like I'm so scared. Whenever I notice a friend like that, I just literally distance myself from you, because all these things, like I watch a lot of true crime shows and I realized that most of these people that you see on this TV, on Snap, or these documentaries, they're not really as far. I've realized all these people going to jail for like killing their friends and doing this and doing that. They're not really far from the people that you call friends. Anyone is capable of anything. Those people that you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that person did that. Oh my God, this person crazy. Yeah. That could be your friend too. The person that you confide in, the person that you talk to about everything. And that's one thing that really baffles me. Like you would do something, and that's the thing. You guys trust people so much, you're actually putting your life in danger. Like you go and get an abortion and you come and tell your friend, are you dumb? Like, are you okay? You go and do something, you go and cheat on your boyfriend and you come and tell your friend, are you okay? If they were not there and they did not see you, you should die with that information. Okay, go to your grave. Let that secret be inside of your bones. But coming home and telling your friends about, like, explain what happened is kind of psychotic to me. Especially someone that has been traumatized with people that make stuff about me that did not even happen. It's one thing if you say, yeah, Beatrice did that. I'm gonna own it with my full chest because you're not feeding me, so I don't care. But when you make up stuff about me, now I got a problem, because now I got to defend myself over a lie, and it pisses me off. So yeah, that's a bonus. But yeah, don't trust people about information. Like, don't give people information about you. Do not give people free passes or free keys about things that you cannot publicly go online and talk about. Why are you telling your friend? And your friend have other friends and other friends and other friends and other friends. It's just weird. Like, don't do that. Number 6. Okay, this is 5. 6. They downplay every new season in your life. It could be having a new job, having a new career, having new things happen. They downplay it. When you talk about your new things or your new season, they're like, oh, okay, you've been saying that. Finally did it. Finally. They never really acknowledge the fact that you actually did it. They just repeat your accomplishment to you. And some people actually think that that's support and they actually have your back and they're supporting you in your new season. It's really not. They're just repeating things that you already told them, if that makes sense. For example, if you get a new car and you come and you tell your friend, oh my God, I just bought my new Mercedes. And they're like, oh, finally, you've been using that old car forever. Their language should be, congratulations, girl. I'm so proud of you. You finally got your new car. Da, 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 da. Like, let's go for a ride. Da, da, da. They should be saying positive things to you and not really repeating what you've already told them or repeating the good news. One thing I've realized with these friendships, when people don't really congratulate you appropriately or say the things that will make you feel like you've actually accomplished that thing, most times they're really not happy for you. That's just the fact. Or when you tell your friend that, oh, I'm pregnant, and then they be like, oh, you, like, wow, God really chose you to be a mom to somebody. Like, wow, they kind of downplay your accomplishment. Like, they make it like a joke. And most times you probably will laugh too, be like, oh, and you think about it. You're like, wait, she really didn't congratulate me about this good news. And most times in these friendships, the reason why they don't really congratulate you or try to celebrate with you is because they don't want you to feel like your achievements are worth celebrating. To them, it's like, why are we even talking about this? Why are we celebrating this? It's not a big deal. I've done this too before. Like, okay, I bought a house too. I bought a new car too. Why are we celebrating it? But one thing you need to realize is people's accomplishments mean different things to them. For you, buying a new car because you're balling like that is nothing, right? Like, it's normal. But for them, for someone that probably had their car repoed or couldn't pay their car payments for years, that's a big deal. And if your close friend is not holding a horn to celebrate and tell the world how amazing you're doing and how happy they are it's your birthday and how happy they are for you, that's a red flag. Your birthday will come, they will not even post you on your birthday. Your birthday will come, they won't even buy you a gift on your birthday. They won't even come to your birthday. Or if they come, they will literally just spend maybe like 20, 30 minutes and act like they're so busy, gotta go somewhere. But when it's their birthday, you will help them set up, clean up, pack this, do that. You will fly out the country to go and celebrate with them. But when it comes to yours, they're always so busy. Like, all of a sudden, I got things to do. Oh, all of a sudden, oh, my cousin or my niece got a birthday too today, or my coworker also have a birthday too today, so I gotta split my time. I can't really be here for the whole 3-4 hours for the dinner because I gotta go somewhere else. They do not want to be part of the celebration or the horn holding people to literally like celebrate you. That's a red flag. These people are not normal. The last red flag, number 7. You do not have a vulnerable relationship with them. You realize that, check the people that you could actually call and be like, girl, just say a prayer for me right now. Check your friendships and see if you could really call. If you're going through stuff with your boyfriend or your husband or your family member or someone that, you know, you could really confide in, that can actually give you a genuine, unbiased advice that holds you to your shit, that holds you accountable without judgment, and you guys still have an amazing friendship after that conversation, and you guys can laugh about it and move on. Check your friendships, the people that you could do that with. Because if you don't have a vulnerable relationship with your friend, that's a red flag. You should be able to call them and cry if you need to cry. If you cannot call them to cry, most likely that's your acquaintance. And I think a lot of people confuse their relationships. Like, they think their acquaintance is your friend. You're going on a trip with your acquaintance. You're inviting your acquaintance to your birthday party. You're inviting your acquaintance to your family gatherings. No. When you start to measure your friendships and actually evaluate the level of where someone is, you adjust them. I've probably removed 4 people out of my bridesmaids list. Like, I'm not even engaged yet. I'm not married, nothing. But I've removed like 4 people in the past year and a half because I feel like the relationship I have with them does not qualify them to stand next to me while I actually sign my life away. Because I think marriage is forever. So if I'm going to sign my life away to someone, if I'm going to be with someone for the rest of my life, you do not deserve to stand next to me while I take those vows. If you're not my friend, like my core friend or someone, if you are not someone I can call when the fire is in the mountain within my relationship, you are not qualified to be my bridesmaid. And I always think, like, people always think this bridesmaid thing or this. One thing I've realized is a lot of people like crowd. They like to feel like, oh, like I have a lot of people around me. I used to be like that. I used to always want to have a bunch of people following me, a bunch of people around me. But after like the pandemic, I realized that no, I actually need people around me that actually love and respect me. You disrespect me one time, I'll be like, oh, okay. Maybe they just in a bad mood. But after the second and third time, you would not have the opportunity to do that again. I would not even give you the audience to do that. After I've seen how people have moved in the past year and a half, I've realized that I need to actually evaluate my friendships and actually like try to see like who is really my friend and who is really someone I could literally call today and be like, hey girl, I am short on $1,000. I need you to send that to me on Zelle right now. I mean, not commanding them, but people that can actually be there for you when you're in dip shit. Like, not just, looking nice with your friends and taking pictures on Instagram, going on vacations is nice. It's nice. However, when you get older, I think as I'm in my late 20s now, I'm realizing that it's not about really the quantity, it's about the quality of friendship. I now value people that support me, love me, that can actually take their shoes off if somebody's trying to fight me outside. These are the type of friends that I'm more leaning towards, and not just people that, you always have the aesthetic friends that you guys look good together, but that friend that might not look as good as you might actually be the person that you will probably end life with. Like, when I see my old age, I think about real friendships that I could sit on the porch and actually talk about what we did in our 20s, like real authentic friendship, not just for the gram. And I think that's why I don't really make new friends now. I'm kind of scared to make new friends because I'm like, now I gotta explain myself and like explain who I am and explain my personality and try to put my best foot forward. I don't really have the energy for that anymore. I think the friends that I've already established that I think my ride or die and like will support me, I think I'm okay with that. I'm not saying I'm not open to friendship, but I'm a little bit scared. I'm a little bit like, should I or should I not? But you guys are my friends. I love you guys. And thank you guys for supporting my videos. I know I have not posted in a year and you guys are still commenting on my videos. I'm seeing comments. I'm like, sometimes I just want to cry. I'm like, wow. Like, people send me emails, asking me questions about what to do in their relationship. Like, I really appreciate it. I have been answering emails though. I do answer when you send a whole email, even though I did promise that I would be making videos, but some situations are so private and involves like too many people. And I'm like, no, I don't want to put their business there on social media. I do appreciate you guys sending me emails, asking me questions, you can. If you have an issue with a friend or your relationship, my email is going to be down in the description box. Send me an email. And if you want to be anonymous, let me know. Like, put it anonymous on the title so I don't talk about it on my YouTube channel. But if you don't and you want other people's opinions as well, let me know and I will do a video and I will talk about it. I do plan to be more consistent. I have established enough time, I would say. I have kind of learned how to manage my time enough to be making videos for you guys. So I really look forward to that. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I love you guys so much. Let me know if you guys have any ideas of what you want me to film next, and I'll see you guys in my next video.